Friday night. How's it going? I thought I'd check in to see you guys how your Friday was, if everything's okay. Today we can talk about what you want to talk about: debt, divorce, doubt, trolls, life. How's it going? You guys doing anything on Friday night? You have the kids? Are you alone? You out on a date with your girlfriend or your wife? I'm going to shoot for 50 followers for tonight. We'll go to a half hour to an hour, depending on if anybody's up to it. We could have a conversation. How's it going? How was your day today? Work okay? Retirement okay? Your chores? Did you do anything for chores? Just hanging out, huh? Chilling? What do you chill with? What do you chill with? You chill with water, a wine, movies, streaming, a ball game? Do you go out and spend money or do you just sit back? Hey, Merrick, just checking in, making sure everybody's okay. Things are going good for me. I got a lot of work done today. So, and it's a Friday night. I thought I'd call before I start rusting up. But I got a lot done today. How about you guys? Did you get anything done? Anything special? Any baby steps? Anyone do anything stupid? Okay. Family, later some wine. Nice. That's good. The family all good? How you doing, Cotton? Nothing done. Is that a good thing? Nothing done? How you doing, Paul? Cotton, you're new? You new to my channel? Hey, Paul, how you doing? Sounds like people are happy. That's good. That's good. Uh-oh. Something stupid coming up, huh? Don't expect stupid. I'm doing good, Lorenzo. Thank you. Fishing. Okay, that's cool. That's cool, fishing. How you doing, kid? So it's a Friday night. Nobody's in trouble. That's good. That's good. You got to watch out how you hang out. Did you see what happened in Cincinnati? The violence, it's crazy, man. Uh-oh. What do you mean weather? Weather's starting to break. It's still hot here in Florida. I don't know what that is. Skating. Is that ice skating? Roller skating? Independence Day. Is that Vietnam? Independence Day? Switzerland. I've been to Switzerland. It's very clean. I couldn't believe how clean it was. Roller skating. I see it on TikTok. My brother met his future wife roller skating back in the day, I would say in the 80s. Sweden. Good hockey players, man. Good hockey players in Sweden. Smart people. A lot of Swedes in Minnesota. I'm from Minnesota. A lot of Swedes. Colonel Sanders. Okay. Kevin, how you doing, buddy? I read your drinking experience back in the day. Yeah? You're in Clearwater. I'm in West Palm. Forget the Vikings. Go Raiders. I'm a Raider fan. Oh, people hate me. I wonder why. Well, that's sad. Ancestors to the grave to Minnesota. Yeah. A lot of Minnesota. Anderson's a big name in Minnesota. I love you too, Zach. Ohio, in what way? A lot of business in Ohio and printing. You mean Ohio State? Or Cincinnati, Cleveland? Oh, thanks, Zach. I appreciate it, man. Throw me some more hearts. Oh, man. There you go. Thanks, Zach. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate the hearts. Try to get some more of your trolls. We're only at 18. Try to get another 50 or so. Okay? You trolls help me a lot. I'll tell you, everybody, it's this to me is a business, and it's going good. I appreciate everybody even popping in, listening to me. I like to hear what you have to say. But as you can see, I'm a happy guy. At my age, I mean, I'm happy, you know. It took a lot to be happy, though. It took a lot to be happy. Because I had to take a lot of risks, a lot of chances on business and so on, you know. No, Gary, no. I want Zach on. It's good for trolls. You know what I'm saying? It's troll rehab. These guys need us because they're unhappy. We want happy people. But you know what? It's 50-50, right? 50 happy, 50 unhappy. Let's go to the business I've been in manufacturing for 25 years, and I sold businesses, and then I started doing deals, started matchmaking. And I bought and sold businesses for other people. They call it mergers and acquisitions. That's the business I was in. Hey, Brian, I'm waiting for, we only got 20 of, we got VAPs, we got fans, and we got trolls. But trolls are the best because they put me over the top. I like trolls. I think Zach's new though, but he didn't get the memo the last week about trolls. I specialize in helping trolls in therapy. You know, I help them out. Way to go, Kevin. This is funny. It only helps, the algorithm, man. It only helps. These troll farms, they're making a lot of money, and they got these Sheep, we call them sheep heads, right, Kevin? Sheep heads. And there's a lot of depression out there. A lot of depression. I know what you mean, Novak. Haters are a good thing for the algorithm. Sheepheads. Hashtag. That's a good one. Zach, can't you recruit some of your trolls? That's important, man. Yeah, I got good hair. I got good hair. My mother gave me good hair. Yeah, it is kind of a crazy world, but how you doing, Craig? But you know what? You just gotta realize I'm in a safe environment. Can you imagine living in your mom's basement for 30, 40 years and have no future? Thank God they're not your kids. You know what I'm saying? Okay, get some trolls, please. So, somebody said, I live in your mom's basement. Oh, that's a good one, man. Come on, that's good. Oh my God. More hearts. We only got 17. What? Maybe 50% are trolls? Come on, you guys can get up to 50 at least on a Friday night because you're not doing anything. I hear you drink monster drinks and pizza rolls are your kind of your favorite dessert. Addict guy? Yeah. Thanks. Thanks, David. I appreciate it. Oh my God. Well, we're at 12 minutes. You know this is a business for me. Keep coming in, you guys. Trolls, keep coming in. Zach, probably Asia. I hear there are a lot of trolls in Asia because they don't pay too much, you know what I mean? And they can't really afford, the farms are making the money, man, you know? Okay. Yesterday, I mentioned to people to go on my website, go on Rock LaManna, rocklamana.com, or directly send me an email at rock@rocklamana.com and let me know what books you want. I got my memoir free. I'll send you my book, my memoir, and I got about 10 other business guides, all digital. And that's how I made my living basically is doing deals. So I wrote about my deals for 50 years. Uh-oh. Somebody's looking at my stream. So I don't know whether it's true or not, but I might have to go, kids. I don't know if it's under review or not. Hi, Ellis. New York City. I'm a Yankee fan. Oh, is it a troll, Kevin? I hope so. Yeah, I have a clean home. That's right. Thank you. My eyes are my mother's eyes. They're hazel and they change to blue. when I cry. Right now they're hazel. I'm not crying right now. Yeah, clean is good. I'm one of 11 children, and we were taught the house has got to be clean. We made our bed every morning. It was like the Marine Corps. You know what I mean? We were disciplined. Thanks, Alice. Appreciate it. Well, Zach, we're at 17. Yes, I appreciate that. I believe God has not only blessed me, he made me really lucky. And YouTube has been really good because it keeps me updated, on what's going on in the industry. Yeah, God's been fantastic for me and my family. As I mentioned, I'm one of 11 children and we're all alive. My father will be 100 in February, and he's still in good shape, very healthy, doing good. Got his marbles, he's all there. I hope I'm in the same boat. Yep. My dad's 100% Italian. He's a great guy, hardworking guy. When you have 11 kids, I mean, you got to be committed. And my mother, they were married for 74 years till my mother passed away. Is anybody else happy with their families, their parents, and so on? That's one thing. I was in business. I was a consultant. I always talked to business owners about their past. Did they have estranged brothers and sisters? Were they happy with parents? Did they play sports? You kind of find out their credibility. You know what I mean? Integrity. Integrity is really a big deal. Yes, we've been very, very lucky. Single dad. I was single dad at 33 until my mid 50s, and all the kids were. I never married in between for 22 years because I was running businesses and taking care of my kids. Wow, Kevin, tough man. Yeah, you find out about business partners if they're trustworthy. You got to find out, and you find out about a business owner how they treat their employees. You see what I'm saying? I mean, some of these people that come across as trolls and so on, they're not business people because you could never treat people that way. You got to be a leader, and leaders, make everybody better. It's like sports. You always have a coach, you always have a general manager, and so on. And you keep on working, and that's what teams do. They win on chemistry, right? They win on chemistry and talent. But you got to like each other. But if you're not so-called brothers, you're never going to win the championship. Yeah. Well, Kevin, you're working on all the right things, man. Yeah, brokers are tough, man. Brokers are tough. That's the reason why there's a small there's a small uh, concern about who do you trust. But let's face it, everybody gets betrayed someday, somehow. Okay, you get betrayed by a wife, a girlfriend, a husband, a spouse, brothers and sisters. Have you ever been betrayed by your own children? Think about it. I've seen it. Brothers and sisters, betrayal. It's not rocket scientists. Yep. Sales, winners and losers. Well, you have to, when it comes down to trust, the older I get, I have a lot more experience of, let's call it the deal. I would want to do a deal usually on finance because I believe people. And then you find out that you got hosed. And if you get hosed, you learn, right? Wins, losses, and lessons. And that's what my YouTube is about basically is, I've been through it. I've been through divorce. I've been through bad business relationships. I've been through tough times. And that's what my memoir is about is, hey, I made it, Well, making money, let's face it, who are the cheaters and who aren't the cheaters? You have to really be concerned about that because I've been to situations where, there's lawsuits involved. And usually lawsuits are always about money. It's always about money. It's not personal, it's business, but at the same time, people fight and lie for money. But when you realize it, it ruins your reputation, you see? And then nobody's going to work with you anymore. That's the way it is. All right, Kevin, thanks, man. You're ahead of us, right? You're ahead of us so many hours? Yeah. Yeah, NDAs. NDAs, people don't even keep those promises, do they? Non-solicitation, non-disclosure agreements, it's all standard, but people don't honor contracts. I have an attorney that I've had for many years. He's a litigator. And he says, Rock, you write contracts expecting litigation. Do you know what that means? That means expect to go get screwed. And then you have to cover yourself by the law. But this is why 99.9% of deals are settled before you go to court. It's too expensive to go to court, right? Of course. 11:20 Saturday, a.m. We'll hold it here. You're way ahead. Okay. Well, check in, Kevin. Thanks, man. Keep watching my stuff because it goes right in the live. It'll stay in live. Okay, buddy? I appreciate it. What is a litigator? It's an attorney that specializes in fighting. You see? They all specialize. And a lot of attorneys aren't that good. You know what I mean? You got to get some really good ones. And they got to know the law. In fact, I'm going to give everybody a tip from one of my litigators. He goes, Rock, there's a saying with lawyers. Number one, what is a good lawyer and what is a great lawyer? Okay? A good lawyer knows the law. A great lawyer knows the judge. Yep. Connections. That's what my career's been all about, networking. Why do you think Trump is so well connected around the world? He's a matchmaker. He's a matchmaker. Exactly. A good lawyer knows the law. A great lawyer knows the judge. You know who's important too? Is the clerk. When the lawyers know the clerk, because the clerk gets everything to the judge. And they can influence. That clerk is important. So when you deal with a clerk, especially if you're a lawyer, make sure you bring them candy, donuts, stuff like that. You could influence a clerk really easy. Yep. Saul, that was a good series, wasn't it? It was a good series. Yeah, I've seen it. It's pretty cool. I haven't seen it for a while, though. Didn't they disconnect it? It was a few years back, wasn't it? Breaking Bad was really, that was really something, man. Oh my God. I watched that thing like 2 years after it was over. It was impressive, man. Breaking Bad, yeah. Oh, really? Wow. Yeah. Oh, really? The same director, huh? Wow. That's pretty cool. But you see what sells? Crime sells, sex sells. We're the good guys. There's only so many good lighthearted stories, you know? I don't know Vince. I didn't know Vince. Well, you know what, guys? Looks like we weeded out the trolls. Oh my God. Is that all Netflix or is it on something else? I haven't had Netflix for years. No, I got out of the landlord business. I wasn't good at it. Hi, Paulie. No, no, we had our, remember Zach? He's out. Hey, Tony, how's it going, man? Oh, you're still a troll, but you're learning. That's good. You might go into business for yourself. Good for you. Well, I don't know. You know, I like talking business. I like when people talk about going into business or going through self doubt. You know, they lost confidence for something. You know what I mean? No, no, that's good. That's good. You ask good questions. Yeah, good questions. Wow, having a having a baby out of wedlock and cheat and all that. That's got to be really hard, man. I've never gone through that. I've uh, I've I've had women cheat on me, but never get pregnant. And once you find out that they cheat, it's easy to walk away. The key is making sure they don't come back. Make sure you don't take them back. That's that's the thing, you know. Because I've had women where they cheated on me, and then soon after that they want to come back and talk. I'm like, no, I'm not interested. Brian, trolls. That's good. We're down to 7. God, I have a merger and acquisition business. That's all about relationships. And I specialize in printing and packaging, or I did, but I'm in the process of selling my selling my consulting business. Yeah, yeah. Does it surprise you that they cheated with their boss? I had a girlfriend that cheated on me at her corporation, and I knew that a lot of that stuff was going on, but it hurt though, man. It really hurt because I was engaged to her, and as soon as I found that out, I had to walk away. Digital marketing, okay, yeah, that's big business, man. That's where it's all going. I'm not calling anybody a troll. I think it shows. A dentist, yeah. I have family dentistry contacts. It's a good business to get out of right now. Yeah, cheating's bad, man. But at least it's just a girlfriend. It wasn't married, a spouse, because then it's a lot more difficult. Yeah, I favor Kevin because he's a VIP. He contacts me every day through my YouTube. This is live, so I still have shorts on there. I talk about business. I got long versions. I got videos. My stuff is supposed to be educational. I thought I'd try live because it helps the algorithm and the hours watched. That's why I do it. Because to me, it's a business. And once I get that 4,000 hours, I'm in business. You see? It's a business. This isn't, but I got a lot of experience, you know? Oh, yeah, I watch hockey, golf. I even watch bowling. I like bowling. Football. I don't watch football to waste my day, though. You know what I'm saying? I watch the highlights. I'll watch a baseball game all the way through. I love baseball. Good for you. Good for you on the business in Portland, Maine. Good for you. It's not easy to walk away, but you must have had a good thing going. You had a good brand, good reputation, so you walked. My hockey team, come on. And you're saying you're an Oiler? I'm from Minnesota, but you know what? Since I've been in Florida, I like the Panthers. I like the guys. I think they're a great coach. They got a great organization. The owner's cool, and they really take care of them. I like college hockey too. Now that's weird. That's weird, Brandon. That's really weird. I hope there's some therapy there. That's the other thing. I propose therapy. I've been in therapy since my first wife left me. I brought my three kids, all under 12. And then you know what the therapist said to me? He goes, Rock, kids don't need it. You need it. And I went, I never left. I was 33. Hey, thanks, man, about the podcast. It's cool. Sunshine. Well, we only got 8 viewers. We got some thumbs up. Keep giving me some thumbs up. It's all good, man. Some hearts, whatever. I don't know what they mean, but the algorithm must like it. You don't have to believe in therapy. I still go to therapy. I still do. But he's more of a friend now. And we have coffee together and we talk, but I still pay him. You know what I mean? Because I believe in that. I believe that people should be loyal. And if people provide a service, you pay them. I'm happy to pay people because I've been paid all my life. I've been respected and paid, and I have a good reputation. And people know, like this stuff, this is all free. I mean, there's no charge here. If there's any monetization, it's from sponsors, and I don't know who's going to sponsor me. We don't know. It's called AdSense. Yeah, Craig, exactly. Keep feeding it. Keep feeding it. We're up to 10 now, but we could keep going. I look at the time. I say, okay, I got an hour to kind of take a beat down. But it's Friday night. I'm not going out. I'll watch a ball game. I go out to the library and get DVDs. Does anybody go out and get DVDs anymore? I go to the library and get them. They're free. Yes, it's a business. How you doing, Crunch? Well, yeah. Do Zoom calls for everyone? Yeah, I could do that. Now listen, listen, I went to the doctor the other day to check my results for my blood, and my doctor said, you know, Rock, have you been checked for what the hell is that called? Sleep apnea. I says, no, I never. I says, no, because he was saying certain things were down, they were down on my results. I wasn't normal. He goes, I'm going to refer you to a doctor for sleep apnea. And I know a lot of guys that are in sleep apnea, okay? But I never thought, and I'm single and I sleep alone, except with my pillows. Come on, don't get nasty. So, I don't know if I snore or what, or stop breathing. I don't know. So I got to go in for sleep apnea, but they haven't called me yet. And I don't know what the test is like. I don't know if anybody's got sleep apnea here, but I got to get tested for it. I wasn't aware of it, Mary. I never thought about it. They found out through my blood tests. Madison, hey. Okay, we're going backwards again. We're descending. I need more hearts then. I need hearts, or what do you call those? Thumbs up or whatever. No, I sleep. I sleep well, but I'm a guy that sleeps maybe 5-6 hours at the most, no matter what time I go to bed. 5-6 hours. Yeah, I've heard there are, but thanks. Appreciate it. I keep my promises. If I'm going to promise something, I keep my promises. That's one of my taglines. Keep your promises. I never heard of that. I never heard of that, Kill Tony. I heard of Kill Bill, but I've never watched it. Yeah, maybe I don't have enough sleep. I don't know. I'm a kind of a rocket ship, you know what I mean? I'm always going, I'm always thinking, but I feel good. I feel good. I eat well. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I take walks. I bowl. But this is almost a full-time job, just kind of thinking, okay, what can I do? I don't know what else to talk about, to be honest, because I got so much to talk about, but I always feel like alive is for you, the audience, you know? Okay. I don't really watch Rogan. I watch his TikToks, Reels or whatever they're called. They're kind of funny. I didn't watch the Trump interview or anything like that, but I hear his son. What's his name? What's the son's name? Trump's son's name? Barron. I guess Barron is well connected to Joe Rogan. Rogan's made a hell of a business, huh? Not too bad. Okay, Crunch, we'll see you. See you later. I'll probably connect over the weekend too, but it's Friday night. Just want to check things out, see what people are doing, see how everybody's doing. It sounds like they're doing good because nobody's really crying. Nobody's asking any great questions like, I'm going through a divorce or, whatever. You don't need help. Okay, cool. I don't know rap music and I'm not really into it, you know? I did just turn on and downloaded Bad Dreams, whatever that guy's name is. I know he's a white guy. I don't know if that's country or what, but actually I like it. What kind of help do you need? This is what our team is for here. This is a team. Jelly roll or pizza roll? I hear trolls like pizza rolls. Rich parents? My parents were poor, hardworking people. And you know who intervened after 11 kids? God. And my dad says, we're blessed. Our family's blessed. We're not only blessed, we're lucky. We got our health, man. And as you get older, the better health you have, the best. Anybody got any problems with their health? That's what I mean. You know, nobody's complaining, right? Nobody's complaining. We got some trolls that might have they won't be honest about it, but that's why we're here, to try to help them, you know? Appreciate it, S47. Yeah? You know, I'm not agreeing with that. I would have said that the same thing, but, you know, it's hard work to be lucky, right? Hard work to be lucky. You just got to keep going. Got to keep going, and something pops. That's why I'm on live. Something pops. Something good will pop. If I could help anybody one time, I get help too by hearing people. That's what I discovered. That's what I discovered about live. First of all, I had no clue what the fuck I was doing. Then I tried this and I tried that. I go on AI and I go, hey, you know, how do I use this? And I was embarrassed, you know, sometimes. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to be myself and ask questions and something will pop. And then when I first got on, the first 2 or 3 times I came on live, the trolls were eating me up. And I said to myself, and I doubted myself saying, oh my God. And then I realized I don't have to answer this stuff. I'm like Teflon. I'm like Trump, Teflon Don, or John Gotti, Teflon John. I says, I could take this shit. I've been screwed so many times and kicked in the balls, kicked in the head. Who cares? And you know what? Trolls need help. But here, they're helping me by, you know, making the algorithm go up. That's good. So I figured, hey, why not? You know, just play it out. You need to exercise. What kind of exercise? How old are you? Is it a weight problem or a heart problem or what? S47, you damn right it's refreshing. Because it's actually kind of funny because I am so thankful they're not my kids. I feel sorry for the parents of these trolls, you know? I don't think there's a troll that's over 30, do you? I don't think so. Yeah, motivation. I spoke at a lot of trade shows for business. You know, how to do deals, how to introduce people, how to refer people. I wasn't more of a technical guy. I was more of a sales networking guy. You know, and you know what's important? Everybody's in sales, right? You guys are all in sales. I'm in sales. No, they're not. 35. Okay, cool. You know what? I get the date. I get the analytics, and the analytics tell me that 80% of my followers are 35 and older. I didn't even realize baby boomers come on except for like help on fixing a light bulb or doing this or doing that. Not for this. I always thought that younger people would listen to me more, but that's more on LinkedIn. You know, LinkedIn is more professional. YouTube, you get trolls, you get everything. You know what I mean? But you know what? LinkedIn doesn't pay you. YouTube does. You see? Uh-oh. Yeah, we're up to 10. Dave's back. Good. Bring more trolls, Dave. Come on. All right, we got 15 more minutes. And we're only at 10 viewers. I'm not getting a lot of hearts and thumbs up, but just keep watching. Stay on here because it all helps. I'm 71. S47, hey, that's great, man. That's great. Thank you, David. Thanks for the subscription. I appreciate it. What else am I going to get? Come on, man. Kind of recruit. Recruit. I'm not taking you anywhere except that I'm trying to answer your questions. Where is Killed Tony? Where is that? Is it streamed somewhere? Is it Netflix or where is it? I don't know. Oh, you know, it's funny you bring that up. Back in the day, the belt was utilized because we had generations of that. There was no paddle. There's no paddle. And you know the biggest fear that we had about our parents? That we didn't work. You got to have a job, man. And I'm going to tell you the truth. Whatever we made, let's say I'm a paper boy and I made $10 a month. $5 would go on cash, would go on the table. We were paying, what do you call it, rent, room and board as a lesson. But guess what? We never ran out of food. Never. We were always eating. Italians eat all the time. Oh, really? Okay, I'll check it out. Okay. You missed the 90s. What do you mean you missed the 90s? Because you were born back then, or is that was your day? Mine was the 70s. That's what I like. The 70s had Led Zeppelin, and it was rocking and rolling. We had Santana. I wasn't a big Beatle guy. I wasn't a really big Stones guy, even though I saw them. I kind of like a little bit of everything. The belt and the shoe, huh? Ooh. Not in the head, though, right? Crunch, not in the head? Just on the butt, or what? Or mom and dad, or both, or what happened? Thanks, man. S47, thanks. Hey, S47, how old are you? I'm surprised you know about LinkedIn. Most of these people I don't think know about LinkedIn. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, wow. No, I liked the olive oil. I wasn't a cook, or I'm not a cook. Um, Lee Iacocca. I don't know if he's still got his brand out there, but I hear it was pretty good. Lee Iacocca. He was the president and chairman of Chrysler and so on. He's passed on though. Great leader. Great leader. Yeah. Yeah, my dad was a tough dude, man. Yeah. Yeah, I'm 71. So your dad. So that tells me, you know, you're. My son and I were just talking. He says, "Dad, you know, you're 23 years older than me," and I didn't realize that. My dad's 28 years older than me, but I'm child number 5. Okay. Thanks, Brian. I appreciate it, man. I look good for 80. No, no vegetable oil. I agree. I agree. Actually, John, Southern, but my mom was Polish. My mother was 100% Polish, first generation. My father, 100% Italian, South, Bari. He's got brown eyes. So we got half and half. Most of it from my mother. They're considered hazel, but they turn blue, hazel, all that stuff. Uh, yeah, they did fail Jeep, but not Lee Iacocca. It's a fucking management. Wasn't it German? It wasn't a German company that bought Chrysler? Well, everybody's different. I got 7 brothers, and we're all different, man. I get along with 2 real well because they're not envious or jealous of me. The other ones are, personally, I think they're envious because I did something in my life. What's your question? I'm sorry, maybe I didn't catch it. Okay, I missed a question. I'm sorry. Okay, we got up to 12, maybe 18 at the beginning. We got about 9 minutes left. If I could help anybody. Chrysler money, huh? No, Brian, I never have. What I would say to my brothers, uh, I got 2 brothers that watch, but they never get on. They've had different lives. And they're not as outgoing as I am. I'm more like my mother. My mother was a go-go. She was energetic and talking to everybody because she had 11 kids, man. And she was dealt with 11 kids. 20 years of being pregnant. I got my oldest brother 79, my youngest brother 60. We're all alive, including my dad. So what would I say? I can't say anything. You know why? Because they got a lot of regret. Look, can we say that? Regret. I don't regret my life. As soon as I hit 70, I kind of wrapped up the old way of doing business because I was getting tired of traveling. I got over 2 million miles with Delta alone. You know what I mean? And it was always business, always business. And that's why I went through divorce, workaholism, And my body was fucked up, man. Thanks, John. I appreciate it. That's the intensity. My mother used to say, Rock, my name's Rock. She gave me the name, by the way. She goes, Rock, every one of us is on high blood pressure, but you. You know why? I said, why, Ma? You give it to us. That was about 20 years ago. Now I got high blood pressure. And I watch it. I do my monitoration. I monitor my blood and all that stuff. But I go to the doctor and that. Yeah, regret. Yeah, it's tough, man. Okay, all right, here's a good one. Just quit your job. You're in a union. Got to go with another contractor, but feels good to get out of that shitty environment. That's a big one. But make sure, did you do your due diligence to go from one family business or business to another business? Did you do your homework? We call that due diligence. You might end up in a bad situation, and you surely don't want to go back to your former one. Sometimes you got to take that year off or whatever it is. Think it through. Unions are tough, man. I don't know if everybody's watching UPS. UPS is going through a lot of shit right now with the unions, the Teamsters, and so on. I don't know. If somebody offered me a buyout like I had in 1993, it took me 2 years to decide, but I took it. The best thing I ever did. I've been independent ever since. I've invested in myself. No job and you're okay? If you could make it, I believe in budgeting. Like, to me, I live amongst my means. That's one thing my parents taught us. You got to live amongst your means. Save for a rainy day, And my kids are that way too. They budget, and it's cool. Yeah. Laid off. I know. Laid off is not easy. The biggest thing is when people get laid off, like when I was bought out, it hit my image because I was there 17 years and I built this company. And they said, you know, Rock, I'm going to bring my kid in and fuck you and leave. And I'm like, okay, pay me. And they did. I cut my own deal. So I've been, as you can see, I can negotiate, but I know what I want. I could walk away from money, no doubt about it. If you're a prick, I'll walk away. You know, I'll never do business with those people. But you got to be careful nowadays what you say, because I have a reputation too that, you know, it's called integrity. You have to have business ethics. There's a guy in Minnesota. I was raised in Minnesota. He's still alive. His name is Harvey McKay. And you might know who he is, S47, because I see you're in business. Harvey McKay, I used to go to his motivational speaking, and he'd have 10, 15, 20,000 people at these arenas back in the 70s and the 80s. He's kind of like that guy in California, I forgot his name, some type of motivational speaker, but you guys pay so much money for these guys. But Harvey said, and you always pick up a little gem when you go to somewhere, and I'm a note taker, you know, I'll be taking notes and everything. And now you guys could just tape things. He said, you know what? If you get in trouble and if you could buy yourself out of it, do it. And that's what I did in my second divorce. I knew that because the first divorce I went in the 80s, I was only 33. I thought there was justice and righteousness and you do the right thing. No, they lie, they cheat. And that's when I said, fuck this, man. I got to cut my own deal. Actually, my attorney fired me. My divorce attorney, which I would have never went to if I knew what I know today. She fired me when I said, hey, I want to cut my own deal. Honest to God. I was scared, man, because I thought I needed an attorney. You don't need an attorney. No, I didn't do 50-50. 50-50 was the first one I went to trial, except for I got lifetime maintenance. Did you hear that? I had lifetime maintenance at 33 years old. And I paid her child support until the kids were 18. So that was 13 years. And I paid her alimony lifetime for almost 20 years. Until I wrote her a letter. My attorney, I said, listen, one-time buyout, get me out of this thing. And she took it. So, no. My second marriage, it was probably, I paid my ex-wife less than I paid her attorney. That's why the attorney took it. Her attorney took it when you said, oh, I'm going to take the money. You got to watch, man. You got to watch my YouTubes. I got a lot of them on divorce. Oh, Maria, you got your head. Am I that loud? I got a great business attorney. It's not a scumbag. In fact, I refer him. But I will tell you this. This attorney that I work with is a business attorney. He's told me attorneys are scumbags. He doesn't even deal with them. That's how beautiful it is. You got to watch it, man. Hey, I appreciate that. Oh, Lenny, man. How old was your mom? How old? She died of a sickness? '73. That's young, man. I'm 71. Scary. Did she pass away of a disease or anything? Was she sick for a while? Yeah, motivational speakers are good. Depends. I like guys like Lou Holtz, Bill Parcells. I'm an old guy, right? Bobby Knight. I'm old school, man. You know why? I was brought up with bullying. Coaches were bullies. But you know what? My dad was tough, so I could take it. My brothers were tough. It's okay. Are the younger people soft? I have two boys. I don't think they're soft. Maybe because I wouldn't allow it, you know? Tyro. Yeah, well, sometimes you're going to have to be, I wouldn't say aggressive, but you got to be fair. That's what compromise is about. But don't forget, people are going to try to take advantage of you. So you got to be really careful. Don't be desperate. And here's another thing. People have to pray. I pray when I was so depressed because I had employees. And there's many times I wanted to throw the keys in, but you can't show that to people. And the best strength that I had was my education in sports because I had great coaches that would kick my ass because I had a little talent and they expected leadership out of me. I didn't even realize I had it until later on in life that people would say, Rock, yeah, man, that's smart. But I educated myself. And I always surrounded myself with smart people and good people. That's the other thing, you know? Oh, yeah. Pistol Pete, man. What a dude. What a dude. Yeah. Now you've learned your lesson. You know who bullies are now, right? You know, I've been considered a bully. I think the best thing that ever happened to me was my divorce, my first divorce, because I was on a rocket ship, man. I had 350 employees. I went to Harvard Business School. I had three kids. I was on the mountaintop. And then I come home after 4 weeks at Harvard, and she goes, oh, by the way, I'm leaving you. But she didn't tell me that she had a boyfriend. I didn't know that for 9 months. I tried getting back, and then I realized, oh, she's got a boyfriend. And when that happened, I'm out. If you're really a troll, that's kind of cool. You know, I hope you're getting paid for it, man. Hey, am I rehabbing you? Come on. Listen. Yeah. You know, I've mentioned this to my father so many times as dad, you are so lucky that you have 11 kids. And he's got 110, 115 descendants. We stopped counting. You know why? He's surrounded with love. That's what keeps him going. And my youngest brother is his caregiver, but my other brother says he's not a caregiver. You know what he is? He's a valet. Okay, Angela, you're bullied. Are you illegal? What's the rules? Even if you're illegal, you could get legal, my understanding. You got to fill out the paperwork. Thanks, Dave. I appreciate it. Big family, yeah. Big families are cool. It was not normal where I was a blue collar neighborhood in Minnesota. I thought everybody had 11 kids. But you know what? It was great for sports because in the neighborhood we'd play wiffle ball, football. Then we started getting organized sports. Hockey was a big deal. You know, Minnesota, we were playing hockey always. It was cold, man. Sliding down, you know. Yeah, we're down to 14. I'm glad someone's watching me. We got 21 fingers up or whatever, hearts and stuff. Okay, We got, oh shit, we're over an hour? Oh my God. Is this bonus? Get me up to 50 fingers. Is this enough? Because I could always come back. Are you serious, Angela? Come on. I'm taking you for your word. Okay, kids. You can see it's getting dark. Yeah, old school, man. I'm old school. And my dad's old school. And you know what? You know what we got in our family, though? I'm going to tell you something. It's called respect. It's respect. You know what? I was brought up Catholic. The 10 Commandments. Honor your mother and your father. We're still doing it. The other thing is, what's the one? Do not commit adultery. Right? And fucking when that happens to you, think about that. How about number 9 and 10? What's number 9 and 10? Number 9 is do not covet your neighbor's wife. And another bonus is do not covet your neighbor's goods. Well, what's a divorce? Come on. But who are we to judge? Right? Who are we to judge? And that's why I don't mind trolls, because I know trolls are lost people. And, you know, it's just sad. I'm glad my grandparents came to America. I love America. But my bucket list is full. I've traveled extensively all my life, and I still love the United States. But I'll tell you, Vietnam is one place that I feel like I'm 40 years old and I'm back in the old country, and it's beautiful because you know what? There's respect. It's respect. A Volvo. I think my son's got two of them, but they're the modern ones, you know. They got two kids and his wife, and I think he loved a Jeep. Somebody brought up a Jeep. He loved his Jeep, but he had to trade it in. And he always gets used cars, though. They're very frugal on their spending, even though they're very professional. Yes, we had old neighbors, and guess what? The old neighbors were respected. And my dad never wanted any trouble with anybody, you know? So he just kept his mouth shut. And so we are supposed to just be respectful to everybody. You know what I mean? No, my brother did. My brother, but I've gone to Vietnam and I'm heading back in November. I love Vietnam. And I got some business going on over there, and I'm doing some TikToks over there. I got a good following in Vietnam. John, no, my brother was in Vietnam. I graduated high school in 1973, and January of '73, the draft was discontinued. I graduated in May of '73, so I was never drafted. I had two brothers drafted, only one went in. And the third brother, older than me, his number was like 300 or something. Were you in it? Were you in it, man? John? You must be about my age, huh? I've never been to Thailand. I don't think I would go over there. I mean, I'm in love with Vietnam, so to me, that's it. Once is enough. John, did you serve? Oh, 75. Okay. All right. But you must have had relatives, maybe. No, I don't speak Vietnamese. Yeah, over there. And you know what's something about, oh, John, you too, huh? Your father did. Uh, What's interesting about Vietnam is it's kind of like Poland. I've been in Poland. They completely forgave the Germans, okay, the Nazis. And they're very young, very motivated, hardworking people, okay? I go to Vietnam. In Vietnam, I thought they'd be looking at me in a negative way. Ho Chi Minh, okay, Ho Chi Minh area, and which is Saigon, the old Saigon. Went to the museum. Go on my TikTok. I got a bunch of shit on TikTok about my visit, my first visit, and I got close to 1 million on one video. But going back to Vietnam, I just felt this vibe. 110 million people. They want babies like crazy. They're very capitalistic. They serve you like you're unbelievable. It's a third of the cost, 25 to 30% of the cost of America dollar, okay? Very inexpensive. The service is unbelievable. The people are beautiful. I'm not talking about the men. I'm talking about the women and the children. They're just beautiful people. And the women are all in on their kids. It's very, very tight family values. And you know what? They don't call it the Vietnam War. They call it the American War. And hey, we won and we've moved on. Unbelievable. Beautiful, man. It's beautiful. Okay, we're winding down. I'm at 70-something minutes. I will tell you this. I got a marketing person that says, Rock, you got to ask the people what they want to hear and talk about. You can't just be about you. I'm saying I want to talk, and I am. You're asking me questions. But I want to hear about you if there's any way I can help you, you know? Oh, Vietnam is unbelievable, man. And I use a service. I went alone. I got friends that, okay, you young men out there. I got a friend who's a business guy. Met a woman 7 years ago. He used to travel to China, and then they would outsource to China. He's a businessman, an owner of a business. They would outsource to China during COVID. He said, I better have an alternate source. So he went to Vietnam. He got a guide for Vietnam. It was a woman. He ended up marrying her 7 years later. Yep. He's my age, 70, early 70s, and he's having a second baby. She's in her 30s. Just beautiful. And he's happy. He's happy. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to cut loose. Come on back. I'll come back probably tomorrow, Sunday for sure. God bless you guys. And I really thank everybody for sticking in there and talking to me. And, I hope I can be helpful. Because one thing is, I like to see happy people. You know what I mean? You should have hope. You should have hope in life. No matter what bad things have happened to you, you got to let them go and move on. And start thinking for yourself no matter what. Okay, guys? So once again, thank you very much. God bless. I'll talk to you soon.